So I just wanted to show you something while I was digging up, because I have a lot of mint, and this is a peppermint. And so what happens is that when you dig it up, so the mint, the way it grows is that it grows below the soil, and as you can see that they create these roots. So wherever the roots come in contact with the soil, that's when a new plant is going to grow, and that's actually how mint really just sort of spreads below the soil. So I actually have lots, but if you want to grow more mint, so what you do is that you take, if somebody gives it to you or you have it in the garden, you just take it, you cut off a piece of it, but you need to make sure that you just don't chop off between the roots and plant them, because that's not gonna do anything. So you still have to leave everything on. So what I like to do is I take a pot, fill it with compost, and then just circle this one around the pot, and then backfill with compost, and then you will see once new growth starts to come off, that's when you can snip off the parts, and in each one of them will be individual plants. So you can have lots from just one runner like this, which has the roots, as you can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant the hemerocallis. So the hemerocallis is a daylily, and it dies down in winter, and now it has formed nice clumps, so I can see where they are. And one of the reasons why I want to transplant them is, as you can see, that the toicrim has actually really exploded, and the hemerocallis will grow about, I don't know, about 60 centimeters, 70 centimeters, and I really don't think that this is the right place for it. And now is a great time to actually transplant shrubs or whatever it is that you want to lift and divide. So what I have done is that I have created a place in the garden where I am sure that this is going to actually do quite well. It's a daylily, so it just has the lily that blooms for a day, which is magnificent. It's got a very dark orangey yellowish color, so I just need to make sure that I get the maximum amount of root ball possible, so I don't damage the plant while I'm transplanting. As you can see, I'm going to just go around and make sure that I get as much as possible. It's a bit of a balancing act. And that's fun and hard work as well. So gardening is also a lot of hard work. Are you willing to put that in? So now I've loosened it up, and as you can see, this is an absolutely fabulous. I can even divide this one if I wanted to. Yeah, this is great. Hey Coco, where are you, buddy? Yeah, good girl. Can I help mommy? So now that I have lifted one of the clumps from the ground, I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, just so that you can actually see what's happening. It's got a very fabulous root system, and it's quite intact. So as you see, this is how it grows. So it's going to grow like the mint that I just showed you earlier on. So now that I have this, let me clean it up and show you. So as you can see, there is one growth that's already happening here, and there are two here that are growing out of the clump. So a good thing to do is to, once in a while, when you lift them, that you divide it, and that just rejuvenates the plant. And I'm just going to be tremendously rootless with this, so I'll put it on its side, and I'm just going to divide it. Whoa. Okay, hello. Maybe this is a good way to do this. And normally I would take 2 spades, which I probably should get. So let me just go and grab my fork. So now I got my fork, and let me just show you. So I put them back to back, and then just try to press this apart. This is proving to be quite tough. That was easier. So, okay, so now I got this clump, this one big clump, and what I did was that I just sliced it through. Pretty ruthless. And then now I have one clump that has a couple of growths on it, and I have a very beautiful root system, so I'm pretty sure that this is going to take root. And then I have another one here. I might as well divide this one as well, because when it comes to plants, Ansua is greedy. I always want to have more plants. So let's see. Maybe right through there. Okay, got it. And now we have a second clump. As you see, it's also got beautiful growth and beautiful root system, and a third one. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread them throughout the garden wherever this color scheme matches, which is a very beautiful dark orange green. And it's a much better place because then it won't be in the shade of the toy-creum. And I have 2 other clumps that I'm also going to do the same thing with. So I'll show you later when I have put them in and watered them in. So now that I got the other clumps that I had divided, so I'm going to put the second one in. And so now I have this really beautiful clump and with nice root system. So just pop that in, backfill it. The hole is nice and wide. Firm it in. It's very important. Important to do this with your feet as well. So you eliminate air pockets, and then I'm going to do this along the row, and remember to always water well, and ultimately they're going to grow, and voila. Yeah, I just wanted to say that gardening is pretty heavy work. So it's not just growing some flowers and just cutting off the flowers, and that's just one part of the story, but you need to be able to do heavy work. So you need to be able to dig, you need to be able to lift, you have to have a lot of physical strength to do this. But there's tremendous joy in it. So yeah, or you have somebody else to do the hard work for you. No, but if you're like me and you are on your own and you have to do this on your own, then yeah, then roll up your sleeves, baby, and get ready to get dirty. Hey yo. You know what I mean. It's fun. Well, when I was, what I actually wanted to show you was that when I was digging on the other side, I found that the soil was not really very good. It had a lot of still building material from when the house was built. So what you do, because Hemerocallis needs very good fertile soil, is that I just added some well-rotted horse manure. Thankfully in France you can buy them in sacks, and it's really cool thing. So you just go to the garden centers and you just get sacks of horse manure, and so I just added horse manure just to make the soil really rich, because that's what the Hemerocallis actually needs.